Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video I wanted to do a February TBR. And I kind of last year swore off a TBR list. I used to do them all the time and then kind of fell out of love with them. So yeah, I swore off them and decided to just be a full-on mood reader. And that worked really well. I really enjoyed it. And the reason that I'm kind of reinstating a TBR just for February, it's not going to be an every month thing, I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. But at least for February, the reason I'm reinstating it is because January has been such a good but chaotic reading month for me. And what I mean by that is I've read a lot and I felt like I've just kind of been bouncing a bit between different books and jumping from pillar to post. I'll talk a bit more about that in my January wrap-up video. So for now, I'm just going to focus on what I plan to read in February. So without further ado, the first book on this list is Scorpica by G.R. McAllister. And this is a book that was gifted to me by Titan Books. So first of all, thank you to the guys at Titan for this. I am taking part in an Instagram tour to promote the release of this book. So I'll put all the details of the tour in the description below, where you can see the date I'll be participating and then the official release date for the book. I won't focus too much on it because I don't want to give too much away. I'm not quite sure what I can and can't say at this point. And this video will be going out before I do my date. But all I will say is that this is the first book in a new fantasy series that follows this world that is ruled by 5 queendoms. Now, I'm not sure how men fit into this and what they do with the men of this world in terms of their position within society. But what I do know is that this entire world is completely matriarchal. And I think the main conflict within this book, at least from what I can tell on the blurb and the couple of chapters that I've already read, is that there's going to be a big issue because unbeknownst to the people and the characters in this world, the last female has just been born. So I'm really interested to see how this kind of messes up with the world. From what I can tell so far, the queendoms seem to live in peace. Everyone seems to kind of get along. And I don't think, from what I can see, there's been any wars or there are currently any wars being fought. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this sort of power imbalance shifts. I've got really high hopes for this because it was described to me as being for fans of Robin Hobb and Cersei, which, as you know, Robin Hobb is becoming one of my new favourite authors, and Cersei was one of the best books that I've read in 2020. So I think this is definitely up my street. It's ticking all the right boxes in terms of premise and vibes. Just can't wait to see how it kind of pans out and what the writing's like. And obviously, I will give my full thoughts when it's my turn to take part in the tour. I think it's on the 7th of February. I just don't know the exact date. So like I say, everything will be in the description, but I'm super excited to get to this. Next up is a book that I'm super excited about. And again, is another one that I was gifted by the team at Faber. So first of all, a big thank you to the guys there for this, because it is Bitter by Akwaeke Emezi. Now, this is the prequel to Akwaeke Emezi's novel Pet, which I read in 2020, and it was hands down the best book. I had the best time with it. It genuinely was incredible from start to finish. Akwaeke Emezi's writing style is just phenomenal, and they have such a way with words that I can't even describe. So when I read Pet, I just immediately fell in love. I thought it was super powerful, super interesting, and the fantastical elements were just exquisite. And when I found out about Bitter, which is the prequel to Pet, I just lost my absolute head. So I became really excited for its release. And then when Faber approached me and said that they wanted to send a copy out, I lost it. I was like, yes, give me this right now, please and thank you. Thank you to all the gods and all the goddesses. Every day going, like, this is exactly what I wanted. Came in the post today just before I started to film this, so immediately goes up there on my TBR. I don't know the exact release date because I'm really bad with this. I'm not sure if it's already out or is coming out in February, but I will put that detail in the description below. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. The third book on the list is one that when I thought about February and naturally thought about Valentine's Day, I kind of wanted to get a romance in there. And I knew that if I didn't read this particular romance, that a certain few people that I'm friends with on Bookstagram would probably have my head. And that is Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Won't go into too much detail about it because I'm pretty sure everyone knows what this is about. But it's one that I've been putting off for well over a year now, probably longer. And I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, I just need to read it. I need to understand what the hype is. And even the straights are recommending this because, you know, even they've read it. So I'm definitely doing myself a disservice. So yeah, we'll see how I feel about it. I've got high hopes because everyone loves it, but at the same time, I think I just want a bit of a cheesy romance. So if this is all cheese and no substance, then I think I might be fine with that. Although it is quite long for an all cheese and no substance book. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, like I say, it's been a long time coming and I probably should do it. So the next two books are books that are part of series that I have read the first installment of, but not the second. The first one on the list is Jade War by Fonda Lee. So this is the second book in the Green Bone saga. I read Jade City towards the end of last year and I think I gave that 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. And I'm just excited to continue with the series. So I'm going to read Jade War and also buy Jade Legacy so that I've got the completed set. And then we'll see how much damage Jade War does and if I'm ready for Jade Legacy afterwards. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to get around to Jade War this month and just kind of start ticking this series off because it's one that I've really enjoyed and I'm just really excited to see what happens next. And then the final book on this list is one that I have been thinking about a lot this week, and the reason for that is because the third book's cover was released and everyone's going a bit mad for it and I'm super excited for it and also very confused, but so is everyone else. So I feel like it's not because I've not read the second book yet. I feel like everyone's confused about what the third book means. But the second book in the series and the book I want to be reading is Haruka the Ninth. I did actually start this last year around September time, but I just weren't fully engaging with it. And I think I've said in a previous video, this is one of those books and Gideon is the same. And I imagine Nona the Ninth, the third book in the series, will also be the same. This is the kind of series that deserves your undiluted attention and is one that can be quite difficult to follow. I found Gideon to be quite difficult to follow at times, so I only read it when I could properly concentrate, and that's what I felt with Haru. So I paused it for a little bit. It wasn't because the book was bad in the slightest, it's because I wasn't giving it the attention it needed. But I'm ready to jump back in because Nona will be coming out before we even know it, and I just want to understand what's next for this cast of characters. This cast of characters is just completely insane and I love them. They're all completely unhinged. Haru especially is off her head and I'm obsessed with her. I love her so much and I loved her in Gideon, and what I've read of Haru the Ninth I really loved. So I'm just excited to see actually how Haru's story pans out. I'm also getting really close to seeing spoilers because I keep reading Nona the Ninth theories of what it's about and who Nona is and all this stuff. And I don't know what happened in this book. So I keep reading and stumbling across things that could be giving stuff away, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's true and what's not. I'm going a bit mad. So I just need to protect myself from having things spoiled and just get around to reading it. I'll probably will do a hybrid read of physical and audio, just because I find that I get through the books quicker, and also the audiobooks for this series they're so good. I don't know the name of the narrator unfortunately off the top of my head, but I'll find out and stick it in the description because they are like phenomenal. So good. So that is it then for my February TBR. Like I say, it could change. I might not get to all of them. I might read more than that. Who knows? But these are 5 books that I really want to get to in February. There's a couple of romantic links there for Valentine's Day, and there's some series that I really need to crack on with and just work through. So hopefully this gives me a bit of structure that I really want and just allows me to free up some more reading later on in the year. If you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, let me know what you'll be reading in February, or if you've read any of these books and you want to tell me how you found them, please feel free to do so. I've also put all my social channels in the description, so if you ever want to chat to me about books on there, feel free. And if not, well, just thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.